Good morning, everybody. With the kind permission of Director, sir, may we start the session, sir, please?
Yes,
Thank you,
please.
sir.
Yes, please. My best wishes are with you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for everything, sir. Uh, Today, we will be talking a bit about housekeeping department. Like, what is the role of housekeeping? With changing scenario, it has grown very much because now the guest is very concerned about the hygiene level of the hotel, and this will be the deciding factor that guest will stay or he will try to wind up as early as possible. So we have taken up a very relevant topic today with a very efficient team of our housekeeping department who are all well qualified with well experience in hotel industry, a very good exposure at, and most of them have worked at very senior level in the hotel and who are in teaching for so many years. So we will start the today's session. The topic of today's session is role of housekeeping department during guest stay. As we were just now talking, the guest today, he is concerned about fooding, lodging, everything. He wants everything. Obviously, he's paying us. But the main thing which is in the mind of a guest is housekeeping department. So my colleagues, very experienced colleagues, they will tell their outlook that how we should start the session, how we will take the care of the guest, and how the hotel industry will work. Uh, in the panel member, I want to introduce Mr. Abhilash Dubey, very well qualified, sir. He has done BSc in Hospitality Management from Mumbai University. He has done MBA in Hospitality Management in 2013 year, and he has not stopped. He is doing PhD in Hospitality Management. So, like, we can be rest assured that he knows everything. He has very good work experience in India as well as abroad. Total experience is 10 years, in which 7 years in hotel industry. He has given his life, his youth in hotel industry, and now he is for last 3 years he is involved with IHM and he is generating the future hoteliers. Thank you very much, sir. He started the job career in 2010 with very different five-star hotels in Mumbai. He worked in Abu Dhabi with Jumeirah for 2 years. And now, as I told you, he is with IHM as senior faculty in housekeeping department. Then I will want to come to Abhinav sir. Abhinav sir is very well experienced. He is presently assistant professor in housekeeping department. After completing his bachelor's in hotel management and catering technology, he has done his MBA in hotel management. After that, he has worked in very renowned property for around 3.5 years in Oberoi's Raj Vilas, where he tried to his skills, and after completing his exposure out there, he came for teaching the hoteliers, and now he is teaching various hoteliers for 5.5 years. In the end, I will like to come to Ravi Vishnoi sir, very well qualified again. Obviously, all our faculty are like this only. He has also completed his bachelor's degree of BHMCT, and after completing his degree, he has worked in industries. Industrial exposure is also around 5.5 years. After that, he went back and now he has come what he liked most, to teach the hoteliers. Now he is teaching the professional, this hoteliers for last 1 year around. He is also a very senior faculty in housekeeping department. All of
Very
the
good.
panel is very well qualified, and now I will uh, invite Avilash Dubey sir to kindly give us a brief outlook of how we will be taking care of guests in this situation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for nice introduction. As without taking much time, I will start with a topic that is a role of housekeeping during guest stay. Uh, Guest stay, sir. Actually, the thing is when the guest arrives in the hotel, all the major four departments they play an important role while during guest stay. But talking about housekeeping, I will talk in short about all the four departments. The front office, uh, they they do the work related to the reservation, booking, and then food production. They cook, they provide food service, and F&B. They will provide service. They will present the food in front of guests. Now, if we talk about housekeeping, majorly we start with the guest rooms. Guest rooms, guest room plays an important role during guest stay. I will say, guest room can be said as the heart of the hotel.
Correct.
As the heart pumps the blood in whole body and the blood circulate in whole body, in the same manner guest room also generate revenue for the whole business of the hotel. So I can say that we housekeepers, we are also playing a very important role to maintain the standard of the guest room by providing hygienes, by providing proper supplies, by providing standard service, by following the SOPs made by management, made by hotel. So we'll start. If sir allows, can I share my PPT?
Yes, please.
So guest room is, I said the guest room is also said as the heart of the hotel, which which generates revenue, which gives a benefit, a maximum benefit to the hotel business. So we housekeepers, we have to maintain guest rooms as 50%. I told 50%, more than 50% of the business is given by guest rooms. Guest room is the main product as it's a fixed asset. Once the room or the hotel made by the owner, and after that on daily basis guest rooms can uh, give profit give profit to the business. Guest rooms are the main product of the hotel. They contribute more. A room once sold on a particular day earns revenue for that day and can be sold again and again. Means if we are providing proper service, if we are providing proper supplies, then guest will recommend that hotel for himself and for for their friends. And by this way, we can revenue. We can generate revenue. Now coming to the next slide, rooms are referred to the high perishable. I told that it's a fixed asset. The next point will be a need hygienic. The basic need of the guest is hygienic room and basic need like soap, shampoos, which we provide in the five-star hotel in proper amount with proper placement. That is done by the housekeeping department during the whole stay. If we use once the supplies are placed, and after that if it is used, we replenish it again and again. On the contrary, if guest contain asks for the suitable time, then come back at that time. We provide in guest room, we provide a 3 times service: morning, evening, and night service. At when we provide service, we take care of cleaning, hygiene, which makes free of bacteria, germs. We use proper chemicals for hygiene process, and we provide proper supplies, proper linen. SOP for entering in guest room. See, when if we are taking a big amount for as a room tariff, we also provide a standard service. When we are entering in the guest room, we have proper SOPs which we have to follow. It can be followed either by the supervisor or by the housekeeping associate. First, we knock the door 3 times by announcing housekeeping, and if there can be 3 conditions. If the guest answers, then we can ask, we will knock 3 times, we can ask, we announce housekeeping, we can ask to the guest, would you like your room to be serviced? If he says yes, then we can start the cleaning procedure as per the SOP maintained by executive housekeeper. If he says no, then we ask for the suitable time, that what time should I come for the service. We can't leave it that the guest has said no, then we will leave it. It will not be done. We have to ask for the alternate time. At what time should I come for the service? If he says, if there will be no response from the guest room, if we suppose we are knocking 3 times and the guest did not respond, or the guest is not there inside, we are authorized to open that particular room. If we open it, if the guest is not there in the room, we can start the cleaning procedure as per the SOP. If the guest is there in the room, we can apologize. Sorry for the inconvenience. There was no response from the room, so I opened it. I am from housekeeping, and I'm here for the cleaning service. If the guest is sleeping, then we can take an idea by entering slowly, and if we can see feet from entrance side, then we can slowly close the door, and we can write it refuse service. This was the proper SOP for entering the guest room. If still no answer, door is openly slightly announced where housekeeping is repeated. That's what I said. If you saw a guest is sleeping, we will slowly close that door. If the guest does not respond, it can be assumed that the room is empty and the GRA can be enter and proceed for cleaning. If we announce 3 times housekeeping by knocking 3 times, and if there is no answer, we can just open it and we can enter in the room. In case the guest answer, GRA should introduce and ask the guest that is this the right time. That's what I said. If guest answer yes, if he comes to the door, we can ask. First, we will introduce ourselves that I'm from housekeeping. Would you like your room to be serviced? If he says yes, then we can accordingly start the cleaning procedure as per the SOP. If the guest denies, ask for the suitable time. That's why, again, I will repeat. If the guest says no, we will just not leave it. We will not be free from the task. We will ask for, sir, what time should I come for the service? Or shall I come for after 1 hour or 2 hours like this? We will ask. If in the same shift, if the guest denies, then it will go for the late service. Then that room will be handed over to the next shift for the late service. Now, this is the importance of guest room. This is the importance of guest room during guest stay. During stay, we have to provide service in all the shift in all the days till the time he is not departure. That time we have to give service to the guest. Now, what are the points we have to take care when we are going to the floor or when we are going to the guest room? Before knocking to the guest room, what points we have to take care? The first is GRA should keep the door open while cleaning. Whenever we start, if we knock 3 times, guest open it, and guest gone and start with his own task, like he started writing or he started sleeping, whatever. When we start with the cleaning process, we will open the door. The door should not be closed. If the door is closed, it gives a bad impression. So the door should be partially open, and the housekeeping trolley should be partially tilted in the corridor. That is done because in case of panic, or in case of any fire, or in case of any emergency, the staff and guests can be run immediately. The GRA should keep the card parked in such a way that the guest corridor is free from the movement. Do not keep room service tray in the guest corridor. The first point I will say that we have to place the corridor whenever the guest housekeeping associate is going to service the room. He will park the trolley in such a way that the corridor should not be blocked when other guests will pass through that way. Do not keep room service, train the guests whenever we are starting the service. Whenever housekeeping associate goes for the service, first of all he will either call to the room service to do the clearance, or if the room service is not responding, housekeeping associate can take that soiled tray and keep it in the pantry, because even that soiled tray gives the bad impression to the guests who are passing from that way, from that
Correct.
room. GRE should not throw away any paper or article found in checkout room. Now, that is another topic we can discuss in next session. That is lost and found. Whenever if we find any kind of article like a doctor's prescription, any document or anything which we can think, which is like a common sense, we can think that it can be valuable for the guest, it keeps some value for the guest, we will not throw in the dustbin, we will hand over to the supervisor or to the desk supervisor, considering that it is a lost and found. All of them should be submitted to the control desk supervisor and handed to the lost and found desk. Lost and found is divided into three parts, like valuable, non-valuables, and perishable, non-perishables. The staff should communicate with each other in low tones on the guest floor. On this point, I can give an example of operation theater. Whenever we pass from operation theater, or whenever we are near operation theater, there will be no sound. If you are talking, even we will talk in a slow volume, in a dim volume. In the same manner, whenever we are on the corridor, we are not allowed to shout, as it can be many of the rooms can be in the D&D condition. If we are shouting, means we are disturbing the guest, and if we are shouting, that is against our professional etiquettes. The staff should communicate with each other in low tones on the guest floors only when necessary. Unnecessary speech or gossip should be avoided. The staff should always remain calm in front of guests. Avoid panicking. Means there is only one line. Guest is always right. If the guest is saying wrong, we can't argue with the guest. We will say yes, sir, that is okay. Or else we can come afterwards for the explanation. Or else we will not say anything. We will say, I apologize, sir. We are not allowed. Being a hotelier, we are not allowed to raise our volume and start argument and fighting. The staff should the staff should keep an eye for any suspicious activity on the guest floor. I will also say that housekeepers are also play a role of police in the hotel. After security, housekeeping plays an role. For police, we have to always keep eyes on suspicious things. If we saw anything in the room, if we saw anything, any suitcase or anything in the corridor, we have to inform to the concerned authority. Either it can be manager on duty, it can be supervisor, but we can't leave this. The staff should no time argument with the guest, however unreasonable guest may be. Means if the guest is saying that this is right, this point is right, we have to listen it and we have to agree with the guest. We can't go against with the guest. If the staff feel that no, the staff is right, better contact with the senior and tell them the senior will face to them. Now, I discussed in the very beginning that for better revenue, for better profit, we provide A-class service to the guest in the guest room. We have proper SOPs for all the tasks in housekeeping department. Talking about housekeeping, we have proper SOPs for cleaning in guest room, cleaning in corridor, cleaning in public areas. Here we will talk about guest room. A GRA means guest room associate, who is responsible for the guest room, may have to service anywhere between 13 to 18 guest rooms in a day. Means one GRA is responsible for cleaning of 13 to 18 room in one shift, especially in the morning shift. The proper order of daily cleaning and servicing of guest room by GRA should be in sequence wise. We have to start cleaning early makeup room. Early makeup room means the guest who has requested that my room should be cleaned early in the morning, or the guest, we know that he can he wants his room to clean early, so we can clean that room first on priority basis. Or the guest who put clean my room card, we will go to that room first. After that, VIP rooms, then room blocked for new arrivals, means the room is a departure and the guest can be arrive anytime, so we will go in that room first. And after that, we go for the checkout room, because checkout room we have to do thorough cleaning. Housekeeping associate have to give at least 20, that is a proper timing, 20 minutes for the checkout rooms. Occupied room with the please make my room sign. Stayover rooms means the room in which the guest will be staying for next 24 hours. Room that has a D&D card displayed in the morning, means we will go in that room at last, in second last, in which was a D&D when we came in the early morning, and now the D&D is removed, so we will go in that room. At the last, room due for checkout later in that day, means the last we will the associate will clean the room which is not required urgently. Cleaning of guest room is divided into following steps. Now we have to follow the procedure. First, we will enter in the guest room by following the SOP. I told in the previous slide how to enter in the guest room by knocking 3 times. And then we will start preparing to clean, means first we will take out all the dry garbage and everything, cleaning the guest room. Then we will replenish the guest room amenities. Means if we talk about the amenities, there are n numbers of amenities which we have to place in one guest room. Starting from the wardrobe, we have to place bathroom sleeper, a laundry bag, laundry slip. I will tell you 10 to 20 amenities which we are placing. There are many, but I can tell you because of limited time. In wardrobe, we can place laundry bag, laundry slip, then in luggage rack. Then after that, we'll go to the tea counter. There we have to put a coffee, 4 number of coffee, tea, sugar, and everything, stir, glass. Then coming to the bathroom supplies, soaps and everything. Then we have to change linen, bedroom linen. After that, we will make bed. After cleaning procedure, very important point, that after cleaning procedure, we can make bed. If somebody, so after cleaning procedure, we start making bed. For that also, we have fixed timing. In 5 to 7 minutes, we have to make a bed. And by proper SOP, first we have to put bed sheet, we have to check hole or stain. For that, we can discuss later. Cleaning the bathroom, for that also we have proper SOPs. Concluding work in the guest room. After cleaning procedure, we will check out, we will give a final look. We'll give a final look in the room. Our last look will be the guest first look. So please, now by taking care of this point, that after our last look will be the guest first look, we have to give a final look and we can come out of the room. Now, there are different status of the room. Different status means majorly we are handling on daily basis, we are handling 4 to 5 status of the room. First is checkout room, which is also called as departure room, means the guest is already moved out from the room, means he left the room. One is occupied room, which is also called as stayover room. The guest is there inside the room. If the guest is not there in the room, the room is booked by the guest. And the third is vacant room, means the guest is not there in the room. The room is cleaned, ready to sail, and guest can arrive at any time in that room. Fourth is under repair, which is blocked for renovation or any kind of fault is there in the room, that is blocked. That cannot be booked for the guest. And the last is VIP rooms, which is blocked for the VIP arrivals. In that we place VIP amenities. Now first we will talk about the cleaning of checkout room. which is also called as vacated room. The guest has left after settling the bill, means the guest has left the hotel also. There is no relation between the room, guest, and the hotel. He will return all the keys. The cleaning of the room will be done thoroughly. Preparing to clean. Now the procedure is, this is the procedure which we have to follow. We will switch off the AC and TV, ventilate the room. We will open the window and everything for the ventilation. Minibar consumption, whatever minibar is consumed by the guest, we will just make the bill of for the same and provide to the front office. They will charge accordingly. Remove service tray, which I told earlier. Empty all waste paper. This is the procedure. Means in short, we can follow this procedure. This can be different. This can be different to hotel. Replenish or bedroom supplies. In bedroom supplies, we starting from tea counter. I told stirrer, glasses, then minibar, then TV remote. It should be kept in proper supply with proper placement. Proper supply, providing proper supply is not enough. We have to, with the proper placement, we have to keep manner, aesthetic manner. If we are keeping TV remote, we have to keep just down off setup box. After that, going to the writing table, we have to put a saving kit, Medikit, Gita, Bible. Then coming to the bedside table, we have to put a notepad, pencil, and then we will go to the bathroom. Bed making procedure, we have to follow as per the SOP. Cleaning of an occupied room, the procedure will be same as a checkout room, but we have to take more care because the guest can be there in the room. We have to take more care that we are not making noise while cleaning. We have to take more care that guests should not be disturbed if he's doing his task on laptop, or if he's sleeping, or he's sitting in a balcony. Because of our task, if he's getting disturbed, means that we are not professional housekeepers. We have to work so that the guest should not be disturbed, and we are not allowed to say to the guest to move from one side to another. So we have to do in aesthetic manner. The procedure is same for both occupied and departure, but in departure we can take more time. In occupied, we have fixed minutes in that we have to complete our task. An unoccupied room is a room in which guest is staying. It takes 20 to 25 minutes. But my personal experience says, here it's written 20 to 25 minutes. My personal experience says that it should be finished in 10 to 15 minutes. Because guest will not wait for our cleaning procedure, or guest is not going to wait for our service. We have to finish as fast we can. Material required before entering to the guest room. Now I'll come to the next slide. Materials before entering in the guest room, we should be ready with this thing, all the supplies, all the linens, that at once we will enter in the guest room, we will start working. Now entering in the guest room, this slide is these are the situations which we have to follow. Now the next slide. Ventilate, it's the same procedure. Check out the curtains hardware. We have to check the curtain, because if the curtain is not fixed properly, it can cause accident. It can fall on the guest's head and it can make injury to the guest. Remove any used service tray. I told you earlier, there should not be any kind of soiled teacups or soiled ash tray or food tray in the guest room. Whenever housekeeper will enter in the guest room, it's not allowed to keep any kind of soiled pots in the guest room. Switch on all electric appliances to check and then switch them off. Even the housekeeping associate has to check whether all the means hot water is coming on, cold water is coming on, or is AC is working properly, is cooling, bedside lamp is working, vestibule area bulb is working. All the things we will check, and if there is any fault on that spot, we will inform to the maintenance department, and we will rectify the same. Strip the bed linen and leave the mattress the rest. Now I'll come to the next slide. Cleaning the guest room is the same procedure I already discussed. Now again, next slide. One more thing I want to say: in the interviews, interviewer asked in what direction we have to start cleaning departure room or occupied room or vacant room. I will say it should be in clockwise or anti-clockwise. That doesn't matter much. But if the guest is there in the room, we have to start the room first, not the bathroom first. Now the next slide. Now all the dusting will be done. Dressing table, light fixtures, mirror. For cleaning mirror or for doing mirror, we have to keep lint-free dusters, which will not leave small particles on the mirror. That is different cloth which we are using for cleaning mirror. Damp dust bedside tables, vacuuming carpet. Vacuuming carpet is optional in the night time or in the evening shift. We don't do vacuuming as the guests can be disturbed. If the guest requests for evening service or night, we will close the door and then we can do it vacuuming. Then vacuum all the soft furnishing, vacuum and mop the floor, disinfectant the telephone. The telephone will be cleaned by Dettol only. Spot clean walls if necessary. Replenish bedroom supplies. All the supplies you will keep. Bed making, cleaning bathroom. In the earlier step, the trash from sanitary bin. There are two dustbins. There are two bins which are placed in the guest room. One is dustbin and one is sanitary bin. Dustbin is for the dry garbage which is placed under the writing table in the room, and one is sanitary bin which is placed in the bathroom near WC for the wet garbage. Face towel, face tissue, toilet roll be placed. The guest can place in that sanitary bin. Open the window, exhaust vent, apply toilet roll, toilet cleaner WC. This is the cleaning of bathroom, which will be applicable for occupied, vacant, and departure, all the room status. Now coming to the next slide. Cleaning of vacant room, the process is same, but in this room, why we are entering in this room? Just I can say to know the status of the room. Vacant room, we give only 5 to 7 minutes to clean this room, to service this room. The term vacant apply different situation from the vacated room. A vacant room is one in which no guest has checked in the previous date. Such room is not yet occupied. I already told the definition of vacant room. The vacant room which is ready, which is cleaned by housekeeping associate and cleared by housekeeping supervisor, which is ready to sale. And just for servicing this room means we have to check the WC flush, we have to check, we have to do the dusting and lights. That's all. Also, placement of the supplies may be required. Means placement of the supplies are proper or no. All the supplies are there. Means 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, we have to do all this. In the bathroom, WC should be flushed. I told before. Now, next slide. If a vacant room has been unoccupied for a long time, it may require to be cleaned in the manner of a departure room. Yes, if the room is vacant and it is not occupied for a longer time, especially we can see in suite rooms that those are very expensive room and it's occupied once in a month or twice in a month. So we used to clean those rooms like a departure room. Thoroughly we have to clean, dusting, bathroom and everything. Cleaning of under repair room. Under repair room is like departure room, more than departure room we can say, because for example, if we are taking the room as painted, we request for painted, the painting is done, that is called under repair room. We have to make like a departure room. We have to clean all the furnitures by damp cloth, by using chemical. We have to use some chemical to remove the paint smell. We can use onion also, onion, cutted onion, which will absorb all the paint smell. We can clean all the skirting, dado in the bathroom, bathroom fixtures, all the things thoroughly. Under the bed, all dirty dozens we have to follow in this under repair room. When the major repair is required in a particular room, it may be declared under repair. During such time, the maintenance department may carry out preventive and scheduled maintenance in these rooms. that this last point is related to the maintenance department, that every room will go in preventive maintenance one by one in the low occupancy time. The housekeeping department responsibility include taking room out of service, informing informing if we are blocking any room for under repair, we will inform to the front office so that the front office will not give any confirmation booking of that room to the guest. Hanging over out of order board or sign, removing all guest supplies from bedroom and bathroom. These all are very similar to the other room status. If we block any room for the painting or any of the maintenance issues, we will cover the mattress and bed, so that because the mattresses are very high quality and very expensive, so we have to cover it, that so that any paint spot should not be there on the bed. Disconnecting the telephone, there will be no telephone working in that room. Sending all easily removable furniture to the floor pantry, label all accessories and then send to the pantry. Covering large pieces of furniture left in the room, and which is, in short, we can say whatever are removals from the room, we can remove it and keep in the pantry. And if it is not removable, we can cover with a dust sheet, that is called a dust sheet. We use dust sheet to cover all those articles. VIP rooms, the cleaning procedure will be the same, but we put extra VIP amenities, like that depends on the EHK. How EHK maintain the SOP for the VIP rooms, like 2 shaving kit, 2 dental kit, 2 soaps, extra towels we provide. Then from F&B service, we provide cookies, champagne bottles, and fruit basket that is provided from the kitchen or from the F&B service. Means the cleaning will be the same as departure room. The cleaning will be, the supplies will be the same, but few amenities or few supplies we have to provide more. We have to provide in the VIP rooms. The inspection of VIP rooms should be done more thoroughly. Actually, if we talk, in fact, whether by the EHK or by VIP is also categorized into 4 parts. VIP 1, head of the state, minister and celebrities. Like if Prime Minister is coming in our hotel, we have to provide extra minibar supplies. It can be free of cost also. A minister is coming or any of the actresses are coming, that comes in the VIP 1. In that case, laundry will be free. In that case, fruit basket and minibar will be free. 3 times we can ask for, no, sorry, 2 times we can ask for the service. 1 butler will be there near, 1 security guard can be allotted near the guest room. Second will be president and CEO of the large company's manager of the hotel. Means VIP 2, it can be also be considered like the GM of the same hotel, or GM of the general manager of the other hotel, or any CEO of the big companies. Then VIP 3, regular repeat guest. Yes, we consider these guests also as the VIP guests, because they are giving profit. They are giving profit to our business. They are coming every year or every month to our hotel. So we provide some extra service to them, VIP service to them in guest room, by providing extra supplies, by providing extra linen, asking services. Handle with care the guest who complaining guest, fussy guest, they get angry in very short time. So we have to take care of those guests, because they can be regular repeat guests. Now this is the chart in which we provide supplies accordingly. VIP 1 will be having full bar, assorted biscuit. Means, in short, this is the chart which will be followed by the housekeeping associate and provided by the housekeeping supervisor. Flower arrangement and mineral water, everything.
Thank you, Abhilash sir. Thanks for a wonderful session. Like, we are really enlightened, I must say. May I kindly invite Abhinav sir to throw some light over the next session. Over to you, Abhinav sir.
Thank you so much, Saurabh sir. With the permission of principal sir, may I request him to allow me to share the screen, please?
Yes, please. Please go ahead.
As we all know that the topic of our today's discussion is role of housekeeping during guest stay. We all know that every department plays an important role during the hotel stay of the guest. Similarly, housekeeping is a department which is called the backbone of the hotel. We are the one who have to make the guest stay comfortable. We have to make the guest feel that he is staying home away from home, that he is not away from his home, he is staying in his own home only. So I'll be covering the second part of this particular procedure, which is the amenities. Amenities play an important role in any of the guest facilities. Amenity is any useful material, useful, desirable material which we give to guest whenever he comes to a hotel for staying with us. It could be a D&D card, it could be ashtray, it could be anything. So one by one, I'll be touching the topic. As in this slide, you can say, firstly, I'll be touching the topic of placement of amenities in the bedroom. That what all amenities we provide to the guest in the bedroom. Firstly, on the reverse of any door, you will find a D&D card so that guest can use it whenever required. And most importantly, you will find a detailed fire exit map behind every guest room door that could be used in case of emergency. That is most important. That is the detailed map of fire exit. Every guest should know that whenever there is any problem like fire, how he has to exit. He do not has to use the your lifts. He has to use the stairs. Every instruction is being given. On the writing table, you will find a stationary folder, which is monogrammed folder. Monogrammed means it will have its logo in two part. We would be doing publicity of the hotel also, and guests would be using it also. It is called as mouth publicity. We would be using tent cards. Tent cards are basically promotional cards which are used, which are given to the guests. Then we have ashtrays we would be providing to the guest. We would be providing waste paper baskets below the writing table so that guest can use it can to throw the garbage. Next slide, please. On the coffee table, you will find ashtrays. You will find various kinds of magazines, different kinds of lotions, different kinds of perfumes, different kinds of On the coffee table, we place ashtrays for the guest. We place various kinds of magazines. Then there you will find room service menu cards, which is a card basically which has the all the facilities of the hotel so that guest can have a look. Then a letter of greetings, which is generally signed by the general manager. This is a most important letter for the guest because this gives a feeling to the guest that guest is being welcomed by the general manager of the property. Now in the cupboard, you will be finding Dutch wife, which is basically a swing kit. You would find laundry bags. A laundry rate card is there. We have utility bags. We will find hangers, which today, nowadays, we are moving to eco-friendly amenities in the housekeeping. So you will find basically wooden hangers. We will find sleepers, a shoe horn, and shine my shoe card for the guest. If the guest places this card, the housekeeping will shine the shoes of the guest basically. In the next slide, on the dressing table, we will have combs, brushes. Again, the standard varies from hotel to hotel. In few properties, you could have monogram moisturizers. You could find monograms, different kinds of lotions, but it depends on the hotel to hotel. Now, placement of amenities in the bathroom. Basically, there are two major portions in the bathroom where we'll be keeping amenities. One is the vanity counter and the other is the towel rack. On the vanity counter, you will be having monogrammed soaps. Monogrammed soaps are basically the soaps which are having the logo of the hotel. So with this, we are playing two publicity stunts. Firstly, the guest would be using, and there would be mouth publicity. Guest knows that he has come to particular hotel. He could tell his friends that in the particular hotel we use this company amenities, which is much better. We will have monogrammed shampoo bottles, moisturizers, shower caps. We can have dental kit, shaving kit, hand towels, face towels. Again, I would say that variety and the number of hand towel and face towels will vary from hotel to hotel. On the towel rack, you will find bath towels, bath mats, and the bath sheets. There is a difference between bath towel and a bath sheet. Bath sheet is slightly larger than the bath towel. It is basically used for the kids and for the older people so that they can roll on after taking bath.
Thank you, sir, for telling us all the amenities that are required in the hotel. These are really very important. And now, with how we have to clean the room done by Abhilash sir, the amenities provided by Abhinav sir, we will come to Ravi sir, who will throw some more light over the remaining topic of this session. Over to you, Ravi sir.
Thank you, Saurabh, sir, and good afternoon, Principal, sir. Would you start my topic? This is a turn-down service, sir.
Yes, please.
May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, so thank you, sir. So today we are start to what is turn-down service. Turn-down service is mainly as an evening service, which is given in the night, usually when the guests are out of the room, yeah, during evening dinner, sightseeing, carried in the luxurious hotels, which includes turning down the guest, the bed seat, turn the bed seat, and refreshing the guest room. In general, turn-down service will start at 6 p.m. in mostly of the hotels, and it continues until completed. This turn-down service started in the 6 p.m. and when all the rooms are not finished, then we are just doing. And always keep in mind, there's all hotels will not provide the turn-down service, especially low-budget hotels. Hotels not provide the turn-down service, and some hotels are provide this service for chargeables. And but nowadays, this turn-down service is basically this is a part of the housekeeping, and most all the hotels will provide the turn-down service. It's very much common in the luxurious hotels, resort, and cruise ships. So we are just next to the who is turn down attendance. Most of the hotels we are just fixed one turn down attendance. We are just given all the turn downs in daily basis, and this is turn down attendance. We have just come from the second shift that people give the turn downs in all the rooms. So who is turn down attendant? The prime responsibilities of turn down attendants to provide turn down services. Guest rooms during turn-down attendance should be very well groomed, well saved, skilled professionally, and quiet silence when nature to avoid troublesomeness to the guest. It is quite easy that evening or night shift is quite smaller than to the day shift, because in day shift most of the day shift one room attendant will just clean the 13 to 18 rooms in a per day in a per shift. So this evening shift, there is some is easy and smaller than the day shift. So there are just some duties and responsibilities are also for the evening shift, when so could vary a little bit in different establishment. Few common like turning the bed sheets, placing a complimentary card, chocolate on the pillow, maybe with a card saying good night and pleasant night sleep and good day for the tomorrow. These are these which are placed in the pillow, near the pillow, yeah, upside the pillow. These are, and some hotels we are just placing the doorknob, breakfast card, replenish the fruit basket, and replenish the tea, coffee amenities, and we are just placed the fresh towels. And last but not at the least, we are just placed the water bottle and a coaster with glass in the bedside table, and just switch on the bedside table lamp. So there are some procedures which are followed in the turn down services. So there's some points. First point is get ready. So get ready means collect room assignment from the housekeeping desk, collect the room key and master key, and sign the key registers. Check the trolleys that required with required amenities, fresh linen which are placed in the trolley, and check any special request, special requirement on notes for any guest. Means some honeymoon couples are there, so we are just placed that towel art, and any VIPs are there, so we are just special care of that VIP guest. And there are second points, we are just entering the guest room. So before my seniors, Abhinav sir and Avila sir also told how to entering the guest room. So check the status of the room, which are from the assignment sheet, if this room is occupied, occupied, departures, or vacant. If room is occupied, so we are just follow the procedure of knocking the door, entering the guest room. If there is a guest inside the rooms, so then ask and permission for the turn down service. If guest is told okay come, then you will just start the turn down service. If the room is D&D, so you are just place the D&D card, you are just mention the time, and you are just room number, you are just throw out inside the door, and return to them before when you are leaving, finish your duty, before you just come and check the room is D&D, still D&D or not. If it still is D&D, then you just inform your supervisors still this room is D&D. So you just hand over to the night shift, the room is D&D and this room is not finished for the turn down service, so you just be take care. And the next point, if the room if the guest refuse the service, so then you can inform to the guest, when you inform to the supervisor that this room is refused the service, and you ask the guest, sir, if you need anything from our side, if you need extra water bottles, towels, so you are just given to the guest. Take a note and report about refused service. If guest is refused, room is D&D, so you just mention in the your assignment sheet, this room is D&D and this room is refused. So just ask to the guest if you need any water bottle, extra water bottles, extra towels, extra supplies. So you are just given to the guest if guest is comfortable. If guest is no need to the service, so you just provide the extra supplies, extra water bottles, and take a note and report about refused service. You just take a note. You have a assignment of the room assignment. You just write down the note. This room is D&D and this room is refused. So you are just easy to inform to the supervisor that this room is D&D and this rooms are refused the service. If the guest allow to come and clean the give the turn down service and there is no guest inside the room, so you just follow the some procedures. Keep the door open with support of the door stoppers. Keep the card in the proper, keep the trolley, linen trolley, keep in the proper positions. Switch on all the lights and make sure all lights are working conditions. Have a look at the turn down assignment sheet for any special instruction. You check when you given the turn down, you just check the assignment if there is any special instruction, yes, special requirement are not given, are not. You are just given in this room, just like as a towel art and extra supplies, because some of the guests asking for the extra supplies, extra towels, extra pillows. So you are just given at the turn down service. So turn down the bed. So come to the turn down bed. How to turn down the bed? First, remove the guest linen items from the bed and put in the separate area. You put in the covered wardrobe. Pull the bed cover back gently and fold the bed cover, and bed is spread in a 3-way fold. Some hotels we are just covered the bed from runner, and some hotels we are just covered the bed cover. So you are just remove the bed cover and runner and fold it and kept in the wardrobe. Fold one corner of the duvet or blanket so that the guest can easily slide into the bed. If there is a single occupancy, so you just fold from one side. If double occupancy, so you just fold from the both sides. because there's two guests, so you just fold from the both sides, so guests easily slide into the bed. And there is a important thing, you are just when you fold the bed, a blanket, or duvet, so it is a right angle 90-degree. We are just mentioned the 90 degrees correct, and fold person turned on both sides for the double occupancy. Before I told you for two occupancy, double occupancy, you just fold from the both sides. Need all the edges and tuck it properly. All the tucks from the corner, you are just tuck it properly. Don't forget to fluff the pillow. In the morning service, you are just straight. We are just kept the pillow in the straight. When you give the turn down service, you are just fluff the pillow in order to took them and fresh and firm. Some points are there. Place the turn down amenities. Some hotels will just provide the turn down amenities. Put the turn down amenities and other necessary arrangement in location. Place complimentary mineral waters and the glass which are kept in the bedside tables. Some hotels will provide the chocolate, mint, and there is a fruit basket. We are just replenish. These are the some complimentary which are placed in the turn down service. Put the food mat on the floor along with the sleepers. We have just placed the mat along with sleepers from in the front of the bed turn down. We have just placed the sleepers and this food mat near the where when you turn the bed. Clean the rooms. If you guests use the bathroom, so you just clean the bathroom also. Clean the whole room properly, neatly arrange everything, collect all the soiled linen and replace the fresh linen with a clean one. Clear all the dustbin. If the dustbin are used, you just clean the dustbin. If the guest clothes are hang loose guest clothes in the hangers and keep in the wardrobes. Make the guest bathrooms neat and tidy. Clean the bathroom and dry it to make it as fresh, clean and possible. Replenish the guest amenities supplies with new one. If the shampoo, conditioner, soap, if you are used, so you are just replenish it with new one. You are just put in the extra toiletries. These all the amenities, bathroom amenities which are placed in the turn down services. Create last but not at the least, double check everything, because sometimes we are just forget the dusters, we are just forget some amenities inside the room. So before you are just leaving the room, you are just double check everything, because scan the room and other area from the beginning to the end. Because when you forget anything and you just come out the room, and when the guest is enter, so guest is short, you are just forget anything. So before you are leaving the room, you are just double check the room, everything is okay. Especially look after and deal with any extra requirement, and check the any extra requirement. We are just sometimes guests are written in the notepad if we need extra towels, extra water bottles, extra tea, coffee amenity. So you are just replenish the extra supplies. Exit the room. Before you are just leaving the room, you are just double check to the rooms door, because sure that the room has been locked. Because don't forget guest belongings, because the guest belonging are those in the rooms at your protection. Because some guests outside the rooms and he just forget the wallet, tablet and laptops. It is your protection. When you are just leaving the room, you are just check the room is locked or not. So take note on the assignment. Mark the worksheet of the complete. If you are leaving the, if your shift is finished, you are just complete your assignment and given to the handover to the supervisors. So this is a turn down service from my side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ravi, sir.
I would like to add something of my own. There are a few things which were not mentioned. The most important thing during the stay of the guest is upgrading and downgrading a guest. So I just wanted to add a little bit, even though the presentation was very good, but I thought I should tell you about upgrading a guest. The guests with confirmed reservations are given the next higher category of rooms when the preference of the room category reserved is not available. This is done to maximize guest satisfaction and exceed guest expectations. A guest with confirmed reservation is not to be refused accommodation even if he has to be upgraded. The procedure for upgrading a guest is the front office associate, front office assistant at the time of check-in must look in for the room with the attributes specified in the reservation. In case the room with the desired attributes is not available, then the room closest to the one requested by the guest is offered to the guest. In case it is felt by the front office associate that the guest is unlikely to accept the alternate, a room of the next higher category with the knowledge of the front office manager or the duty manager is offered to the guest at the rate confirmed by him. In case the upgrade is due to unavailability of the category the guest was booked for, he must be informed that he has been upgraded to the next category for the stay. The guest is roomed in the upgraded room. As soon as he settles in, he is called to check if the room is comfortable by the front office. System is updated with the reason for upgradation, and great care must be taken to ensure that the rate is correct and the guest is not being overcharged. Upgrading is good. Upgrading is anybody likes it, but downgrading is the tricky thing. Downgrading, this pertains to giving a room which is lower of category than the category the guest is originally reserved for. This is done only in case of non-availability of particular category in sold-out situations. It is ensured that the guest is explained of the same and apologized for the inconvenience. The guest should be handled very professionally. Avoid downgrading, especially if not directed to do so by the front office manager or the duty manager. Procedure for downgrading. All efforts must be made to prevent a downgrading of arrival. In case of non-availability, the guest must be met and apologized by the duty manager at the time ascertained to shift the guest to originally reserved category the following day. In case of more than one guest from the same organization, sensitivities of designation, status, etc. must be kept in mind before downgrading. Guest relations to obtain a printout of all downgrading the following day and initiate action for shifting to respective categories. Rate to be adjusted accordingly. For upgrading, you will not charge extra, but for downgrading, you will adjust the rates. All such rooms to be checked for all amenities and letter of apology to be sent by the front office manager to the guest. So while the guest is staying in the hotel, sometimes we have to do the unpleasant task of downgrading him, especially in case of overstays. All right. So this is also a responsibility of the housekeeping in association with the front office. Today, housekeeping and front office is like one department, and so a lot of duties and responsibilities are shared between them. That is all that I would like to say. The wonderful presentation by Abhilash, by Abhinav, and by Ravi was well appreciated. I am sure the students will gain a lot from this session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for the knowledge shared by you. Thank you. And sir, with your kind permission, may I now request Abhinav sir to propose a vote of thanks, sir.
Please go ahead.
Problem. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Professor Raghuvansh Rajan sir for believing in this vision and starting this vision. Then I would like to thank Honorable Chairman sir for believing in the vision and associating us till date. Then I would be thanking Honorable Secretary sir, Mr. Raghuvansh Raman sir, for support. Whenever we require anything, he supports us unbelievingly. He has no questions, he supports us. Then Honorable Joint Secretary sir, Mr. Sharat Chandra sir, for supporting us, for giving us every aid which is needed to present such presentations, for helping us, for guiding us. Then our Honorable Chair, CEO Sir, Mr. Hemang Rajan Sir, for again guiding us in related to the technology, related to the ideas, for giving us platforms. And then I would coming to the principal Sir. He is the one who has started this particular idea of webinars so that every student, not only our college, but every college student could be gained by this knowledge. I would thank him from the core of my heart so to give us this opportunity to conduct such webinar. Then I would be coming to Mr. Saurabh Chandra sir, the anchor of the today's session. He has done a wonderful job. I am extremely thankful to the person for doing in one call. He was just a one call away. I made him a call, single call, and he agreed to do the session, though he is not associated anywhere with the housekeeping or front office. Then also he is associated with us. So heartful thanks to you, Mr. Chandra. Then I would be coming to my panelist, Mr. Abhilash Dubey sir. He has briefed us very briefly, very goodly about the guest rooms, that what is the importance of the guest room in a particular hotel, how a guest room is important for the guest, because we are the only department which is the backbone of the hotel. For us, only guest room is the property which we have to showcase. So how he has defined the different ways, different ethics, professional ethics. He has used a very right word that housekeeping is the eye of the hotel. So I would like to thank him so that he has taken time out and he has given his views. At last, I would be thanking Mr. Ravi Vishnoi sir for guiding us about evening service, that he has guided us about evening service, what evening service is, how it is done, how to do it, how step by step you have to do it in different cases. So with this note, I would once again like to thank the principal sir for giving us this opportunity to conduct this session. And with the permission of principal sir, may I request for the closure of this particular webinar.
All right. All right.
So
Thank you.
contributing and for giving us time.